quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Sanchez's Broncos going up against Rodgers' Packers. With that, we send you up to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, where Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call. Gentlemen.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Lambeau. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10. It's Lynch again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better with each year. A nice run stopper inside.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Lynch. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. The youngest member of the Colquitt punting dynasty, if you will. This is Britton Colquitt to punt it away. Back deep for the Packers, Micah Hyde. Taken from just outside the 30. Oh, shifty. Whoa. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be a 2nd down. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught. Nelson. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 44 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Again, Anderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Lynch agreeing with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And they'll indeed go for it with Lynch. Got him in. He finds Sanders. That'll be a gain of 11. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Julius Peppers from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Play fake to Hillman. Now Lynch. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Sam Shields. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they went big on 1st down, proves unfruitful. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
I love watching T.J. Ward play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He's just happy they didn't take him down by his dreadlocks there, because that happened in week 3 of the preseason against San Francisco. And afterwards he said, it hurt. I might cut this before the season starts.
Tells you the different things you have to contemplate, right? And probably a great problem to have for him, because previously if the Packers asking him to cut weight, and that was a big issue. Cutting his hair, that's an individual choice.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Adams the man in motion right. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Adams the man in motion right. From the gun on third down, Rodgers toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So, Charles, while we got a quick breather here, wanted to ask you, as we get to the end of preseason, cuts are happening fast.
Yeah.
These front offices, you've told me, they are watching closely to see if someone's cut, where can they add to their roster, right?
Exactly. It's similar to the draft where they have a ready list of players that they aren't sure are going to get drafted, but they really liked and want to sign as a priority free agent. They do the same thing during this time of year. They sit in meetings. Different scouts are assigned to different teams, and they compile a list of players they think fit their team. And if they get cut by those other teams, they want to be able to pounce and go get that guy and add him to their roster once the cuts are done.
Slot man moves right. And the wideout in motion. Rodgers to throw once more. The left side throw complete to Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Lacey. And some room to roll now. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They go play action with Lynch. It's caught. He finds Norwood. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Lynch to throw again. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Julius Peppers in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Lynch. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. He's got time. It's caught by Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Fourth down. Here's Lynch. And this is incomplete. Quick look around the league while we have a second. Week 3 of the preseason. Few interesting games. A lot of people like to talk about Week 3. Houston and Arizona was one that caught your eye, wasn't it?
A battle of division champs in 2015, and Arizona went to Houston to play, and Carson Palmer, let's face it, when we talk about the Cardinals, they'll probably go as far as Carson can take them, and he had a rough game, ended up having to get out of it early after taking a big hit and threw an interception that was returned for a touchdown. But how about Houston? Remember when DeAndre Hopkins was so happy on draft night when they drafted Will Fuller to take some pressure off of him? That showed up in a big way in this game, didn't it? Hopkins made some great catches, big-time moves, but a big one by Fuller opening up space, and it looks like Houston, they've got a winner on offense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A gain of 32 that time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Rodgers now on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Final play of the half. It's Lynch. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught at the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And quickly, they get to the line. They run it again with Lacey. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just
touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 69 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like
Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 58 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And now a first down following that long gain. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Back to the ground. It's Lacy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Adams the man in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
All right, Charles, let's switch gears to preseason injuries, always a hot topic. Look at the Chargers, 2 Achilles injuries out for the season, both their tight end Jeff Cumberland and Brandon Oliver as well.
2 key players for them, and Brandon Oliver, I mean, he's a little rock when he runs the football, and they're going to miss him both running it and in special teams. And don't forget Benjamin Watson, who went to the Ravens this year, one of the better pickups for them. He's out for the season after an Achilles. I'm not a doctor. I can't play one, but I have heard doctors say the guys are getting bigger, stronger, faster. The Achilles is really bearing up some pressure now.
Just need you to be careful on the Stepmaster at the hotel, okay? We don't need you going down with an Achilles injury.
I agree totally. I'll do my best.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Detroit!
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Lynch. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Hillman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 5, maybe you think about the field goal there. But on 4th and 1, this is a way to tell your offense, hey, I believe in you. You can do this. And sure enough, they're going to pick up the 1st down.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. In the backfield is Anderson. Now Lynch to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal. A really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Anderson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime
can still bring pressure.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Lynch. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Virgil Green, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
Play clock winding down. On second down, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Eddie Lacy, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they're going to speed things up here. 10th carry now for Anderson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 3rd down, Lynch. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Shift together here from the D-line. They come up in an offset eye. And now Lynch. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
And now they're in the hurry-up. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
1st and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Adams the man in motion right. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything.